Hey, what's going on, everybody? Andrew Rogers here, the WOSHL podcast host. WOSHL podcast sponsored by VMS Sportswear and Apparel. It's great to be back with you guys once again. Like I say, Andrew Rogers, your host. Happy 2024 to every one of you. Happy New Year, all the best. Hope everybody is well, and hope everybody survived the craziness that was Christmas and New Year's. For those parents who had to go back to work this week, I'm sorry to hear that. I've been off since I was off last week, and I'm off this week, and I have my kids this week, and it's been chaos, but it's been fun. It's been a blast, but not looking forward to get back to work on Monday, that's for sure. As a lot of you could probably attest, but you know what, we do what we got to do. Um, WOSHL hockey has not slowed down. Six big games this past weekend, and what a couple of games they were. Big statement victories from a number of teams, including the Petrolia Squires and the Delhi Flames. We'll get in all of that, as well as there's 6 video recaps for you from this past weekend. We also tee you up for a 7 game slate this upcoming weekend, jam filled with action all across the board. Of course, like we do on all the podcasts after the video recaps, we'll get you caught up on the standings and leading scorers, as well as your leading scores for the D-men. We'll check out the goaltending category as well, and we'll get you teed up for this upcoming weekend. Part of today's podcast will also feature. I put up a post this week, earlier in the week, this past week. It was basically just a graphic that detailed, if the season were to end today, what that would entail for playoffs. So we're going to go through that graphic and analyze some of the matchups that could potentially fall in line should the standings remain what they are. And boy, some of them are just bonkers to believe that there could be a best of five in between those two teams. It's like, man, 5 games isn't enough. Give me 7, give me 10, give me 15, give me lots of them. Like a one-on-one. Let's go. And yeah, we'll take a look at all of that. And then, like I say, we'll get you caught up on the weekend upcoming. Because, like I say, every weekend it seems like there's matchups where there are teams that are jostling for position and obviously looking to gain momentum heading into the weeks that are coming up here. Is, like I say, we only have 7 weekends left in the regular season. It's pretty crazy to think that playoffs are right around the corner. So it should be a lot of fun the rest of the way. But like I say, first and foremost, we'll get you caught up on the weekend that was with our video recaps. And after a lovely rendition of O Canada, we are set for puck drop. Starting goaltenders, number 1, Darren Smith. He is 4-1 on the season. Starting in goal for the Woodstock Lakers is Ben Edwards. He is 7-5-0. Brian, I guess, what do you think, what are your thoughts before we get the puck dropped and action underway here?
Well, like I say, these two teams gave us a great end-to-end action game. Stratford came out slow, which was a bit of a problem for them for 2 or 3 weeks. However, the last couple of weeks we've seen Stratford come out in really good shape. Interesting to see the lineups tonight with Brulot out. It's going to be Cameron Stokes, Ray Robbins, and Cooper Leach moves up with the number 1 line. That makes this a deadly line. They'll hardly even notice Brulot because he and Leach are very similar players. This should be a dandy. Let's get it on.
Howard Chuck again has the puck, but it's in the neutral zone. And now they give it away, and it's the last person you want to give it away to. Hugh shoots, scores! Kevin Hugh on the turnover. Beats Darren Smith, blocker hand side. It's 1-0 Woodstock.
Well, a valuable lesson learned there by Stratford. You need to know where Kevin Hugh is on the ice at all times, and they turned the puck over and had him walk right in, and that's going to not end up well as a rule when you are trying to defend him, and he just let a blur of a wrist shot go, and Darren Smith had no chance on the play.
Murray back in across the line. A lot of passing from Stratford, but no shooting. There's a shot. Oh, how did Leach miss that? Everyone in the building thought he scored, including Cooper Leach. He couldn't believe he missed that. Wow, he is so frustrated at the bench, it's not even funny. Hugh, ball, good save by Darren Smith. That's his best of the game. So Cooper Leach misses a gift at the one end, and Darren Smith bails him out at the other. Crazy game. Over to Britton, backhand, scores! Mitch Britton on the backhand. I think the move fooled Darren Smith, and he overcommitted, and right through the 5-hole, it's 2-0 for the Lakers.
Yeah, that's just not good defense right there. You've got a team that's easily lined up on a 2-on-2, and for some reason, one defenseman went and chased the puck. Both players are over on the left side of the rink, which left the other player all alone. Just a really confusing situation. Everybody's got a man there. There's absolutely no reason to chase the puck on that play. So that's something to work toward moving forward for the Stratford defense.
Justin Chang with the puck in his own end. He'll circle back. He'll put it in the middle. It's intercepted off the post. Howard Chuck, after the brutal giveaway, hit the post. And now here's a chance for Crisco on the breakaway. He just missed. Try to go high glove. Action at both ends, and Smith is going to smother this up. Brian, what happened just now?
Well, I tell you what, that's one thing you don't see very often. I'll start all the way back. One thing you don't see very often, when Ben Howardchuk has the puck in the slot and time to shoot, usually it's in the back of the net because he kind of shoots like the old man. But then again, it's just another bad pinch by the Stratford D. They need to understand this Woodstock team can fill the net up. They have to be much smarter defensively, much smarter. And right now, the defense are just giving them odd man after odd man after odd man. They're going to lose 12-2 at this rate if they're not careful, if they don't shore this up at the back end.
And again, you got to wonder what Jamie Petrie's thinking on the bench for Stratford, what he's going to tell his boys in the first intermission there, as we have 1:14 to go here in the first. It's a Woodstock 2-0 lead over the Irish on the road. One of 3 games in WOSHL tonight. Elsewhere, Tilbury at Dunnville and Petrolia at Strathroy. Coming out of the intermission, we'll fill you in on the out-of-town scores. This one's across and out of the reach of DeGroot, but he's going to go in after it against McCutcheon, number 7 for Woodstock. McCutcheon across, just out of the reach of Palillo. Good play by Thompson to pinch that off, but it's into the middle now, and Kevin Hughes got it, and he's going to bring it in across the line. Shoots! Good save by Smith. Boy, he just makes so many elusive moves, and then he throws that puck right in. There's a shot, they score! Hugh again! Through traffic, it might have hit a body in front, but it doesn't matter. It's in the back of the net. And just like that, Woodstock has a 3-0 lead. Hugh has 2. Give him 30. And it's the Woodstock Lakers leading 3-0. Woodstock Lakers 3-0 over the Stratford Fighting Irish after 20. We'll be back for period 2 in a little while. Stick around. Kevin Hugh trying to join the play. Good job by Henderson to break that up. Stokes takes Hugh into the boards, and down he goes. Much to the cheers of the Stratford Irish. This puck is played. Stokes scores! Cameron Stokes, it was a broken play, but it ends up on the stick of number 77. Edwards can't get it back in time, and it's 3-1 Woodstock.
What a beautiful play by Cooper Leach to find the open man, Cameron Stokes. What happened there, though? They've got the team hemmed down. Let's see if they can get one in here.
A lot of firepower out here for Stratford. Howardchuk shoots. Good save by Edwards. He read that perfectly. Howardchuk back to Henderson. Henderson has Howardchuk. Back to Henderson again. Over to O'Brien. O'Brien back to Henderson. Henderson across. Howardchuk's shot was fanned on. Robbins gets drilled into the end boards by Horvat. Howardchuk back to Henderson. Not sure how much time is left, but Stratford continues to operate on this power play. Howardchuk shoots, scores! It's in! Ben Howardchuk on the power play makes it a 1-goal game. It's 3-2 Woodstock. Battling against Henderson. Crisco takes it away. Back to the line, nobody there, and it's going to come out. Pandemonium in this one. Randall shoots it in. Chang in across the line to the outside. Tried to pass in front but couldn't get there, and it's O'Brien with the puck. Up to Howardchuk. Howardchuk in across the zone. Goes to the backhand, has it behind the net. O'Brien shoots, scores! Sean O'Brien! And the comeback is complete! We are tied at 3. O'Brien now across! What a save by Edwards! Howardchuk was all alone, and Ben Edwards read that perfectly.
What a save. Unbelievable. Man, coming right across there. Beautiful kick save and a beauty.
Here comes Henderson as the time winds down in the period. Howardchuk! Robin scores on the deflection! It's a power play goal for Stratford, and they now lead 4-3 here in the second period. The captain.
And Ben Howardchuk, what a play. Beautiful pass right on the stick. Ray Robbins, as we all know, has a nose for the net. Shots, and Darren Smith diving, putting himself in danger to break up a play. It's just been a one heck of a period. One of the better periods I've seen.
Whoa! Holy smokes, that was close. Here you go. Wow, I couldn't.
Well, I gotta be honest with you, folks. You couldn't see that.
Dude, I saw it the whole way.
Andrew Rogers showing less than
it's on my
Gold
hands.
Glove prowess there.
That was awful, Brian.
And so I'm going to let you go on that one because I think the stairs kind of blocked your view for a second.
It came right through. I thought for sure it was coming right to me the entire time. I was freaking out. I thought I was going to die. Boy, oh boy, that was close. Anyway, luckily the camera wasn't hit. Face off here, and it's shot scores! Mitch Randall for Woodstock.
That was a power play. I'm not sure how we missed that.
Delay of game. Because he cleared the puck out, delay of game penalty. Woodstock on the power play, that makes sense. I didn't even think of that, I was so distracted.
And that was one heck of a period. From 3-0 to 4-4.
Wow.
Lots of end-to-end action. Great saves. For two goalies that have given up 4 goals each, there's been a lot of good saves made as well. So that was interesting. I thought that puck went off of somebody on its way out. That's why I didn't think it was going to be a penalty.
Straight out, that would make sense, right? So it's a power play goal late for the Woodstock Lakers. Mitch Randall, the captain, with the snipe from the line that gets through, a seeing eye shot. And we're in the second intermission, so through 40, Woodstock and Stratford tied at 4. Brian? No. Face off here in the Woodstock zone. It's DeGroot, Gorman, and Brody Smith out there for Stratford. Gorman in the corner, pressured by Monkhouse, but he comes away with it. Back to the line to Henderson. Henderson shoots. Gorman! Oh, what a save by Edwards! Highway robbery from the Woodstock netminder.
Gorman's kicking himself. He wanted to go roof daddy there, and he had the whole top half of the net. He can only get the puck about 18 inches off of the ice.
Save of the game.
And Edwards makes a huge, what could turn out to be a game-saving save.
bookmark that. What a stop from the Woodstock netminder. Gorman shoots again. Toe save by Edwards. Henderson looking forward. He's got lots of time. He'll play it ahead to DeGroot. He couldn't get in for a shot, and he took down Randall in the process. Played by Murray now. Murray shoots! Scores! Through traffic! Justin Murray scores! What a howitzer from the line from number 66 of Stratford.
Wow, what a shot there. And now you got the captain, Randall, who is some kind of upset at Stephen DeGroot.
It's played out into the neutral zone, and now it's fired back in by Stratford. Woodstock will pick this puck up and bring it ahead. This is Tyler Simon. He brings it into the corner. Pressured there, but he has the puck that gives it to Hugh. Hugh and Maverick Petrie battling, and Maverick Petrie going back after Hugh and takes him down in the corner. And a penalty's coming up to Maverick Petrie. And Woodstock still has the puck as Edwards came out, and waiting for it to be touched by Stratford for the whistle here.
At least I hit a home run when I do them.
He tried to single that up the middle, and it was to no avail. That's what we've turned into here. Hugh in across the line, gives it to Britton, over to Palillo, to Hugh, to Britton on this power play for Woodstock. Shot! Stopped by Smith, and he's got it, and he's going to hang on. Wow. Boy, that was adventurous.
That's when
Petrie back to Henderson. Shoots! Oh, what a pass! And a great save by Edwards. Boy, he played that perfectly, didn't he?
Well, he did too, but what a smart play by Henderson.
Another penalty.
Yep.
And Dylan Buckholz with the extra shot, and the referee called it immediately. Wow. For a slash. Yep. Man. Wow.
Yeah, same referee. That's 5 strikes.
Britton ahead. He got to center and into the Irish zone. There's our shot. What a stop! Rebound! Hugh scores! Hugh with the hat trick. Give him 31, and it's a Woodstock power play goal, and we're tied at 5. Wow, that was crazy.
Wow, this has just been an unbelievable turn of events.
And it's Matt Martin with the puck ahead. Oh, Maverick Petrie. He's trying to go at Brody Martin, and him and Martin won't go by the looks of it. Maverick Petrie was ready to go, and seems like that's all he cares about out there right now in a 5-5 game. That can't happen, Brian. I'm sorry. It's Martin, and he gets checked, and oh, here we go. Now we got some stuff going on. And then Maverick Petrie and Brody Martin. And now they're going to go. Here we go. Petrie and Brody Martin over on the far side. They're going to chuck him. Maverick Petrie and Brody Martin go to the ice. That's going to do it for that. Wow. And a lot of Woodstock fans here in attendance. Play down low to Palillo. And he'll Britton. Back to Palillo. Back to Britton. Good play there by Matt Fuller. Palillo to the middle. Over to Britton. Britton. Good play by Fuller. Rebound! Oh, how'd that miss? Britton with a shot on Ray Robbins as well that goes undetected. Here's a shot. Scores! Kevin Hugh again! Wires that past Darren Smith. And that breaks our 5-5 tie, and it's 6-5. Up by Justin Chang. And Woodstock is going to escape Stratford with a 6-5 victory. Wow, what a game here in Stratford tonight.
I'd like to welcome from the Detroit Squires, Jesse Ferguson, and from your Stratford Jets, Pat LeBerge. did a little homework on the lineup. Troy as far as defenses, pretty close looking defenses on the 4 X starting league and Marshall, remember a lot of those names, well, probably all of them. Here comes the Squires getting over the line. It's a goal. Arsenal brought it down the boards, got it up front. A quick outlet. And TJ Harris. TJ's the next office.
Wow, that's hard to believe. Secret ingredient like you, and the guy didn't know anything about you.
Then he saddled me with 2 criminals to ride in the games. I got me.
Are they here tonight?
One of them.
Don't go away, boys. Oh, the shot. Goal for the Squires. 2-0 score. Who'd you see on that one, Don?
Who's a Detroit Squires player?
Oh, the Squires are up 2-0 now with 6:48 going the first period. Oh, thinking back.
Right up. Ball. Back to the far side of Rocca. Chris Rocca brings it in. Comes up with the circle. Looks to Guerrero. Nice cross-ice pass. Oh, and a double cross-ice crease. Just misses Guerrero. Good setup. Good three-way. Right in front of it.
Oh! Just got the time. It's over. Jets are back in the game. That was a great puck controller. First time was 3 passes and August had a good opportunity. Went back in the corner. They got back up front. And looks like Angelo picked up that ball.
Yeah, it's good to start. Yeah, Brad, I know that. Anybody touching the
Oh, another shot from the point. Hits a player in front. I think it was Brendan Merritt off his skate. Yes, Merritt's going by. So that's another misfortune for the Jets.
Yeah, well, that was this seemed to go right through everybody. I saw it back on that. Joey Ferreira, 13 for the Squires, fighting for it along the board. And back to the point again. That shot.
Oh, to the rebound and put in the net quickly. Jesse Ferguson, his 10th goal of the year. Wow. I was just going to say Diamond's going to squeeze that one or bounce right off his pads.
This Squires team is very opportunistic team. They get a chance. It's in the net. They only had about 5.
Yeah. 4 goals. It's unfortunate the Jets have actually played pretty well.
That's got to be a disheartening period. They have probably went down 4-1.
I missed him on my lineup.
Oh, no, he's 71-66.
Well, there's the end of the period. The period for the Squires, the goaltender played very well.
Held them in and turned the game around.
Turned the game around.
Fraser brings it in. Andreelli now reaches on for the Jets. Nice move up the middle. Backhand. It goes wide. Rebound. Oh, there's a chance, and it's double wide by Amos. Or Stapleton goes to Zip. Left foot looking side to Carter. He's cracked. Squires going to keep it in. Rebound on that. Cross-ice pass. And it's a score by Merritt on a nice play. Cross-ice pass for Brian Crutcher.
Really nice play. Literally only their second or third chance of the period, and they scored.
2 goals tonight for Brendan Merritt. 8th and the 7th game.
That's why they play the games, eh, Billy? Throw play all you want, but you got to put it in the old basket.
Help gets it. How quickly did you dream about the girl? The boards. Chisholm. Oh! Stop. There you go. The rebound. Jeff Williams. There goes into the corner, and it's going to run. Clock's going to run out in the second period. The Squires up 5-2. There's Rock going after it.
Yeah, he picked it out of the air. He kept it with a stick, I think. Beautiful tip. 5-3. This hopefully makes an exciting finish here.
16-23 on that third period five. Well, that's the first thing I'm looking for, Don. Parker's stopped a lot of runners tonight.
He's coming over. They'll be tough if the I don't even know who the backup is tonight. It'll be a tough thing to have to go in for 5 minutes, or maybe they just pull the goalie now. He's down there with the trainer, Lance Calistine, looking over, checking him over. I don't know. No, they're making a change. Whatever happened, that's a tough break for Diamond. He hasn't been able to play very much. He's back to get back in the lineup and then get an injury late in the game like that.
Ryan Fraser has it rushed on Andy. That goes down the ice. And it's going to hit the net. 6-3, a long bump out. Hits the net, makes it more or less on the reach.
Yeah, that was a seeing eye shot from the end zone. Pretty much went right in the middle of the net. From all game, it was just that first period that they dug a hole they couldn't get out of.
Well, we'll be back. Yeah, we have 3 games coming up in January. That's here. On the 5th, Alex and Philly Hughes will be here for a good match. I'm sure that would be entertaining as well. A week later on the 12th, the Killer and Bluebirds are here.
Yeah, guys, from there, we're gonna go into our standings update, and then we're gonna look at our playoff bracket if the season were to end today. Um, First of all, the standings. You got Petrolia Squires up at 12-5 after a big weekend there. They're the first team to score over 100 goals as a team this season. They're at 103 goals against, 67 for a plus minus differential of 36, tops in the league. Tilsonburg falls to second place. They leapfrogged by Petrolia because they were idle this past weekend. However, Tilsonburg 3 games in hand on the Petrolia Squires at 11-2-1. They are 1 point back. Strathroy Jets 10-7-1. 6 games remaining on the schedule for them. They, alongside the Dunville Arrows, have played the most games in the league so far, 18. So, like I say, Strathroy 2 points back of second place Tilsonburg. Stratford, after a tough loss in regulation in the final minute against the Woodstock Lakers, dropped to 9-5-2. They are 1 back of the Jets, but 2 games in hand. Tilbury, 15 games played only, 9-6-0. They are 2 back of fourth place Stratford. They were in a tie, however, though, now with Woodstock, who has played one more than Tilbury, 9-7 for the Lakers, who have won 4 in a row. They're the league's hottest team, and 89 in, 86 against. That plus minus differential is obviously thin, but the goals have them second in the league in goals for. Of all the teams in the league, they trail Petrolia, obviously, in that category. You have the Alvinston Killer Bees, who sit firmly in seventh. They are 1 point up on Elora, who is in eighth, and 1 point back of both Woodstock and Tilbury. Alvinston has played a league low 13 games. They have 11 games remaining on their schedule. A lot of time to make up. They have won 2 in a row. They look to be on the right side of things heading in to the remainder of the season here. And again, we'll see how it all shapes up for them. But a nice little tidy 654 win percentage will do some wonders the rest of the way if they keep that up. Like I say, Elora 7-7-2, 1 back of Alvinston, 2 ahead of ninth place Dunville. We'll get into that in a minute here, what that means. But Dunville 6-10-2 after dropping 2 on the weekend. They are 2 back of Elora in ninth. They are 1 ahead of Delhi with a big victory for the Delhi Flames. They are 6-8-1. 13 points for Delhi, and then Orangeville 1-17. They've lost 10 in a row, given up 142, and just having an abysmal season all around. I said last week on the podcast that they desperately needed to beat the Delhi Flames if they were going to have any hope of turning their season around. Sorry, but all is lost. When you go into Delhi and lose 14-1, I don't care who you are. But again, it's almost like they packed in the season, and it's very unfortunate because I've been pulling for them all season in terms of trying to get them to turn around. I've been really rooting for them to do that, but it just seems like they show no signs of life, and they're just hanging out their goaltenders to dry. If you feel bad for guys like Ryan Mantle, Ian Hogg, Evgeny Luchko, they didn't sign up for this, and they've had guys that have come in and essentially have bolted mid-season because, well, can't blame them really. But like I say, that's the WOSHL standings, and then we go into our WOSHL bracket. And again, as you guys can see, just give me 1 minute and I'll pull up this next graphic here. So as you guys can see, this is a playoff bracket. I updated, obviously, if the playoffs were to start today, you have a battle for 8th position. Right now, as it would stand, again, these dates, I'm assuming on this one, full assumption, and it's on me if they're wrong. But as it stands right now, the first weekend of playoffs would be Friday, February the 23rd, Saturday, February 24th, Sunday, February 25th. So in that case, you would have the 11th seeded or Orangeville Blitz taking on the 8th seeded Elora Rocks, and that would be an Elora home game there. And then you have the Delhi Flames at Dunville to take on the Arrows. The winners of those 2 games would then face each other in the second game of the weekend on Saturday, February 24th. You'd have whatever team is the lower seed would be the away team, and then you'd have the higher seed, which would be the higher in points or whatever the differential is there. The higher seed remaining after those first 2 games would get the home game for the Saturday, and then the winner would essentially get the 8th seed of that play-in battle for 8th. And right now their date would be the Petrolia Squires. And I mean, it's hard to say really, but it feels like the top teams would just abolish and completely dismantle whoever ends up surviving and finishing 8th. You hate to say that this early on because you really don't know what could happen, but the way it looks right now is any of the top teams will just destroy whoever finishes 8th. Petrolia, very good. Tillsonburg, very good. Strathroy Jets have had a great season. Stratford, Tilbury, once it gets to playoff time, yeah, you never know. But like I say, any of those two top teams, whoever finishes in those bottoms has their work cut out for them, especially in the best of 5. One of the like you can go down the list of these intriguing matchups otherwise here that are right now set in stone. Obviously, Tillsonburg Thunder, Alvin's to Killer Bees, that would be a phenomenal series. Woodstock Lakers and the Strathroy Jets. I love this series because Woodstock's obviously played a ton better, and the Jets have been excellent all season long and much improved. Thanks to Evan DeBrouwer in the nets for the Jets. Tilbury Bluebirds, Stratford Fighting Irish. This would be the best round. This would be the best series in the first round if that was the case for a best of 5. Are you kidding? I take this series 10 times out of 10. This would be a phenomenal series to see. And it would have been the finals last year if Tilbury would have been able to hold on to that 3-0 lead that they blew. In that 7-game semifinal against Tillsonburg Thunder. It would have been Stratford Tilbury in the WOSHL final, and I don't know if I could say confidently that Stratford would have won the WOSHL championship against the Tilbury Bluebirds. But again, all hypotheticals. But as you guys can see here, quarterfinals best of 5, semifinals best of 7, and then you have a championship best of 7 to determine the 2023-2024 Super League Cup champions for the WOSHL Super Hockey League. From there, like I say, that just gives you kind of a rough idea of how things would go. Again, anything could change. This is all assumption based, and I believe that's the way I understand it to be happening. So from there, we go to our leading scorers, and I want to give a congratulations to Kevin Hugh. Hugh broke 2 records this past weekend in the game against the Stratford Fighting Irish, in which case he scored 4 and assisted on 1. For goals, he eclipses his record 30 of last year. He's now sitting at 32. Just having an unbelievable year that way. And he also eclipses Dylan Dennemy's league record of 50 points last season, set in 18 games. Hugh, in 14 games played this year, has scored 51 points, and he leads all scorers. And he's just, again, running away with both of those titles. And he's truly a talent. Watching him firsthand in Stratford, just it's an unbelievable thing. Whenever he shoots the puck, it always seems to find the back of the net. Christian Polillo is second in league scoring, 9 goals, 29 assists, 38 points. Jamie McQueen with 32 of Tillsonburg. Dylan Denemy of Tilbury, alongside Christopher Martin of Delhi, both of 31. Brandon Biggers with 30, tied with Chris Donnelly of Delhi. Ryan Trottier with 29 for Petrolia. James McEwen with 27 for the Alvin's Killer Bees. And then Sandy Venga of the Tilbury Bluebirds with 26 points on the season for the Bluebirds. From there, we go to our defenseman scoring. Ryan Frazier, an unbelievable weekend for him. 2 goals, 21 assists. He's now leads all defensemen by a wide margin over second place. Second place, which is tied for a 4-way tie for second between Jeff White, Austin Jennings, Thomas Monroe, and Matt Henderson, all with 15. But Frazier with 23 is looking like he's running away with the defensive scoring title for the season. From there, like I say, you have Stu Farlow of the Petrolia Squires, great season, 14 points. Spencer McCormick, 14 points. Christian Lloyd, Delhi Flames, 14 points. Chris Knotts, 13. Carson Massey of Woodstock with 12. Next, we look at the goaltenders, and Evan DeBrouwer, 8-3-1 on the season. He's having an unbelievable year for the Jets, and he's been absolutely fantastic. Everything that they could have wanted from him, he's just been able to grab the net and really roll with it, and he's had a great season. Ryan Polidori, once again, 8-3-0. Ben Edwards, 8-5. He's had a tremendous second half of his season, as has the Woodstock Lakers. Matt Sagrot, 6-2-1. Sean Parker with a couple wins in back-to-back games for the Petrolia Squires, 5-2, as he looks to have supplanted his spot as the #1 goalie in Petrolia. However, with Dan Eichel and Brandon Campbell there, it's kind of a 3-way carousel right now, but Sean Parker's net to lose as of now. Zach Weir, 5-3-2. Jesse Schumann, 5-6-2. Colin Dunn, 5-7-2. Nolan DeConing, 4-1-1. And Darren Smith at 4-2. The hard luck loser for the Stratford Fighting Irish in a hard-fought game against the Woodstock Lakers this past Saturday. Our 3 stars from this past weekend in the WOSHL. Kevin Hugh is the first star, as like I say, a number of records broken, and continues to add to those totals throughout the course of the remaining 7 weeks of the season. Hughes, 4 goals and an assist. Nick Pistorius in a 14-1 Delhi victory over the Orangeville Blitz, a goal and 5 assists for him. And then Ryan Frazier, a 4-point weekend for Frazier for the Petrolia Squires, and like I say, a league high for defensemen in scoring with 23 points so far this season. The power rankings as they come in for the WOSHL in Week 14: Tillsonburg Thunder at 1, Petrolia at 2, Woodstock Lakers at 3, Stratford at 4, Strathroy Jets at 5, Alvinston 6, Tilbury at 7, Elora at 8, Delhi at 9, Dunnville at 10, Orangeville at 11. Who do you think should be higher? Who do you think should be lower? Personally, here, I think Petrolia should probably be higher as they are the number 1 seed, although Tillsonburg didn't play, so technically they can't lose ground, I guess. Woodstock obviously on a roll, winning 4 straight. They're up to 3. Stratford losing to Woodstock makes sense that they're 4. Strathroy Jets, a big victory for them on Friday, and they get the 5th spot. Or sorry, they were defeated by the Petrolia Squires. I apologize. Alvinston with a big victory. I mean over Dunnville. You had Tilbury falling to Petrolia. Elora, it's a tough sledding for them right now. Delhi Flames there. Elora didn't play this past weekend, excuse me. Delhi Flames, big victory for them. Dunnville loses 2, and Orangeville loses, of course, to the Delhi Flames. In terms of our games this weekend, there are a lot of juicy matchups here. We'll get us started. Like I say, it's a 7-game slate this upcoming weekend. It gets started tonight. Alvinston Killer Bees are in Strathroy to take on the Jets. That's a 7:30 start at the Gemini Sportsplex. The second game of the Friday night schedule tonight is Tilbury at Petrolia, 8:30 start time there, and should be a dandy between these two clubs. A 4-3 Petrolia victory in Tilbury last weekend. So this is the rematch. Saturday, January the 6th. So that's this upcoming Saturday, a 5-game slate, and again, a lot of great matchups here. It gets underway at 3:30. The games do with the Jets visiting the Stratford Fighting Irish. 3:30 start time there. This is a huge game for Stratford as if they hope to gain any ground on the league's top teams. Orangeville travels to Alvinston to take on the Killer Bees at 6:45 puck drop in Alvinston, BAICC complex for that one. The Delhi Flames travel to Tillsonburg to take on the Thunder. 7:30 start at the Tillsonburg Community Center. For the Delhi Flames, coming off a 14-1 victory, they have a ton of momentum after that one. They would hope to taking on a Thunder team that's already handled them very, very soundly once. But the other time that these two teams met, so they played one in each barn. Delhi Flames pulling the Thunder to overtime in their first meeting against the Thunder in Tillsonburg, and then it was the Thunder returning the favor and then some with an absolute smacking of a round of the Delhi Flames on the Delhi Flames home ice. So this is the third matchup, I believe, between the two teams, and Delhi. This is the game that they need, I think, in this one against a league top team. Woodstock travels to Tilbury to take on the Bluebirds. This is, again, a big matchup for both teams. Woodstock could leapfrog Tilbury in the standings with a victory. 7:30 start time in Tilbury for that one. And then our final game of the weekend comes by way of the Dunnville Arrows at home on home ice. It's a 90s theme night, I guess, in Dunnville for Dunnville and Elora. 8 o'clock start time between the 7-7 and 2 Rocks and the 6-10 and 2 Dunnville Arrows. Should be a dandy in that one. Yeah, I'm interested really if you guys, there's a lot of people that have liked and followed along with the WOSHL Podcast Facebook page, so I really do appreciate that. If you guys happen to find the bracket in question that I posted, I would love to hear your thoughts on what you guys think might end up being the case, what you might end up thinking will happening, what your thoughts or opinions are, because, well, we do it for you. This league has been tremendous to follow all season long, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how it ends because really I think it's anybody's ball game. I don't think there's a clear-cut favorite right now, to be honest. I think it's anybody's ball game. I think 1 through 8, 9 could take it. And if they get hot at the right time, look out. Should be a dandy run to the finals in the third year of the WOSHL Super Hockey League. And Jamie Petrie, Bill Ryan, everybody associated with the hockey ops department, and anyone who has a hand in running this league should be very proud of themselves for what kind of product they're putting on, because look at how good it is. But once again, I'm Andrew Rogers, the host of the WOSHL Hockey Podcast. This has been episode number 15. I hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as I have to be bringing it to you. And we'll see you guys again next week. Take care, everyone. See you then.